Today, I went back to a local scrapyard hoping to find something interesting. Most of the time, it's just piles of broken electronics and forgotten junk. But every now and then, you come across something special. As I was digging through a stack of old devices, I spotted what looked like a vintage VHS player buried under years of dust. It was scratched, dirty, and clearly hadn't been used in a very long time. The owner told me nobody wanted it and that it had been sitting there for months. So I took a chance and bought it for just $2. Now, the big question was, does it actually work? Back at my workshop, I plugged it in and nothing. No response at all. At that point, most people would probably throw it away. But I wanted to see if this old machine could be brought back to life. I opened the case and immediately found years of dust packed inside. The belts were worn out, the mechanism was sticking, and several parts needed a good cleaning. While I'm working on this old VHS player, let's take a quick look at why these machines were once so important. VHS, which stands for Video Home System, was introduced by JVC in the mid-1970s at a time when most people could only watch television broadcasts. VHS changed everything. For the first time, families could record TV programs and watch them later whenever they wanted. Today that sounds normal, but back then it was revolutionary. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, VHS became one of the most popular home entertainment formats in the world. Millions of homes owned a VCR, and video rental stores were everywhere. If you wanted to watch a movie at home, there was a good chance it came on a VHS tape. People used VHS for much more than movies. Families recorded birthdays, weddings, vacations, and other special memories on these tapes. Because of that, many VHS cassettes contain moments that exist nowhere else. That's one reason vintage VHS equipment is still valuable today. Even though DVD disc and digital streaming eventually replaced VHS, many collectors continue to search for old tapes and VCRs. Some are looking for rare movies that were never released on DVD, while others want to preserve family recordings before the magnetic tape deteriorates. Today, VHS is no longer a mainstream format, but it has developed a dedicated community of collectors, archivists, and retro technology enthusiasts. That's why finding a working VHS player in a scrapyard is becoming increasingly uncommon. Every year, more of these machines are thrown away, and fewer people know how to repair them. So when I found this unit for just $2, I wasn't just buying an old piece of electronics. I was rescuing a small piece of home entertainment history. Now let's see if we can bring it back to life. You know what's interesting about old VHS players like this? Back in the 1980s and 1990s, a machine like this was often the center of the living room. Families would gather around the television on weekends to watch movies rented from the local video store. Kids would sit patiently waiting for their favorite cartoons, and parents would record TV shows so they wouldn't miss them. Today, we can stream almost any movie in seconds. But back then, watching a movie was an event. You had to drive to a video rental store, browse through shelves of tapes, bring one home, and hope someone had rewound it before returning it. In a strange way, it made entertainment feel more valuable. What's even more fascinating is that many of the VHS tapes still out there contain recordings that may exist nowhere else. Family birthdays, wedding ceremonies, school performances, holiday celebrations. Millions of memories were stored on magnetic tape. And every year, some of those recordings are lost forever because old VCRs stopped working and nobody repairs them anymore. That's one reason collectors still search for machines like this. Without working VHS players, many old recordings become almost impossible to watch. So while I'm cleaning this mechanism and replacing worn parts, I'm not just fixing an old electronic device. I'm restoring a machine that can still unlock pieces of the past. And that's probably why I enjoy projects like this so much. Most people see a broken VHS player and think it's worthless. I see a machine that survived decades and still has a story to tell. The funny thing is that VHS wasn't expected to last this long. When DVD discs became popular in the late 1990s and early 2000s, most people assumed VHS would disappear completely. Yet here we are, decades later, and collectors are still hunting for rare tapes and working VCRs. Some rare VHS releases now sell for far more than they originally cost. Others are sought after simply because they were produced in small numbers and have become difficult to find. That's why every time I visit a scrapyard, I pay attention to old electronics that everyone else ignores. Most of the time, they're just broken machines. But occasionally, one turns out to be a hidden treasure. Maybe this $2 VHS player is one of them. One thing I've learned from visiting scrapyards is that value is often hidden in plain sight. Most people walking past this VHS player would probably see nothing more than an old broken machine. And honestly, I understand why. It's dirty, it's outdated, and it belongs to a technology that most people stopped using years ago. But that's exactly what makes these finds so interesting. The best treasures are usually the things nobody else wants. Think about it. If everyone recognized the value immediately, it probably wouldn't still be sitting in a scrapyard waiting to be found. That's what keeps me coming back to places like this. Every pile of junk has a story. Every old machine had an owner. And every once in a while, you find something that deserves a second chance. This VHS player was probably sitting in someone's living room decades ago. Maybe a family used it to watch movies together every weekend. Maybe it played cartoons for someone's children. Maybe it was used to record birthdays, graduations, or holiday celebrations. Then one day it stopped working, a newer device replaced it. Years passed, it was put into storage. Eventually it was thrown away, and somehow, after all that time, it ended up here. Now it's sitting on my workbench getting another opportunity to work again. I think that's one of the reasons restoration videos are so satisfying to watch. It's not really about the money. Sure, turning a $2 purchase into a $20 machine is nice. But the real reward is seeing something go from forgotten and broken to useful again. There's something incredibly satisfying about bringing old technology back to life, especially when everyone else assumed it was finished. And right now, we're about to find out whether this VHS player still has some life left in it. So I spent the next few hours carefully taking everything apart, cleaning each component, replacing worn parts, and putting it all back together. After all that work, it was finally time for the moment of truth. I connected the power and pressed the button. The display lit up ... That was already a good sign. Then I grabbed an old VHS tape and slowly inserted it into the machine. The tape loaded, the gears started turning, and suddenly, an image appeared on the screen. I couldn't believe it. A VHS player that had been sitting in a scrapyard was working again. Sorry, but I can't show you the contents of the tape because it may contain copyrighted material. After doing some research, I discovered that working units like this typically sell for around $20 on the current market. That means this machine went from a forgotten $2 piece of junk to something worth about 10 times more. Not a huge profit, but that's not really why I do this. The best part is taking something that everyone else has given up on and giving it a second chance. And honestly, that's what makes these scrapyard treasure hunts so addictive. You never know when the next pile of junk might be hiding a piece of history. So, was this vintage VHS player worth saving? Let me know what you think. And just like that, this project comes to an end. What started as a dusty, broken VHS player sitting in a scrapyard is now a working piece of vintage technology once again. I paid just $2 for it. After a little patience, some cleaning, and a few repairs, it's now worth around $20 on today's market. Was it a huge profit? Not really. But for me, that's never been the most interesting part. The real reward is the journey. A few hours ago, this machine was sitting in a pile of discarded electronics waiting to be forgotten. Today, it's playing tapes again, and that's something I think is pretty amazing. Every time I visit a scrapyard, I'm reminded that value isn't always obvious. Sometimes the things people throw away still have plenty of life left in them.